Welcome students. In our last class we have studied about the simple program that we can be able to do in Java. In today's class we are going to learn about the Java virtual machine. What is that? Java virtual machine is an abstract machine. It is called a virtual machine because it doesn't physically exist. Means it doesn't physically exist. It is a virtual machine which is inside a Java platform. It provides a runtime environment in which Java bytecode can be executed. Because it is a specification that provides runtime environment in Java bytecode can be executed, it is available for many hardware and software platforms, that is JVM and like and it is platform independent. What is JVM? It is a specification where working of Java virtual machine is specified, but implementation provider is independent to choose the algorithm. Its implementation has provided by Oracle and other companies. In runtime instance, whenever you write Java command on the command prompt to run the Java class, an instance of JVM is created. And what does it perform? It performs load code, verifies code, execute code, provides runtime environment. Who loads the code? The class loader loads the code. Who verifies the code? The bytecode verifier verifies the code. Who executes the code? Execution is done by the interpreter, and it provides a runtime environment where we can write different types of Java commands. Then we are going to see about JVM architecture. As you can see, this is a class loader. It holds the memory area, where class area, heap, stack, PC register, program counter, native method interface is inside that place, and there is a execution machine and native method interface. Now we will think about what is the class loader. Let me tell you, there are two types of class loader are present: bootstrap class loader and extension class loader. A class loader is a subsystem of JVM which is used to load class files whenever we run the Java program. It is loaded first by the class loader. In bootstrap class loader, the first class loader, which is the superclass of extension class loader, it loads the jar file which contains all class files of Java standard edition. Then comes the extension class loader. This is the child class loader of bootstrap and parent class loader of system subsystem. Then you will be thinking, what is class area? A class area stores per class structures such as runtime constant pools. What is heap? Heap is a runtime data area in which objects are allocated. What is stack? Stack are the stores where frames are stored. It holds local variables and partial results and plays a part in method invocation and return the value. Each thread of the private JVM stack created at the same time as the thread. When a new frame is created, each time a method is invoked in the stack. Then what is PC register? That is program counter register. It contains the address of the Java virtual machine instruction currently being executed. Then native method stack. What is native method stack? It contains all the native methods used in the application. Then it comes the execution engine. What does it contain? It contains three things: a virtual processor, an interpreter, and just-in-time compiler. What is interpreter? As you know that interpreter is the compiler type thing that read bytecode stream by executing the instructions. What is JIT compiler or just-in-time compiler? It is used to improve the performance, and it compiles the part of the bytecode that have similar functionality at the same time. Then comes the Java native interface. What is Java native interface? It is a framework which provides an interface to communicate with other applications written in other languages. Next, variables and data types. What are variables and what are data types? As in C, you have studied about the different types of variables, different types of data types. Now also you will study out the different types of variables. What is a variable? A variable is a container which holds the value while the Java program is executed. A variable is always assigned with a data type. Remember it. A variable is assigned with a data type. Variable is a name of a memory location. There are three types of variable, that is local variable, instance variable, and static variable. What is local variable? A variable declared inside the body of a method is called local variable. Once you use this variable only within the method, and the other methods in the class aren't even aware that the variable exists. The local variable cannot be defined as static variable. Remember that a local variable cannot be defined as static keyword. Okay. Then what is instance variable? An instance variable that declare inside the class but outside the body of the method. It is called instance variable. It is called not declared as static. It is called instance variable because its value is instance specific and is not shared among the instances. Remember it. The variable which is not declared within a class but outside the method, it is called instance variable. What is static variable? A variable is said to be static variable when it is declared with the keyword static. It cannot be local. You can be able to create a single copy of static variable and share among all the instance of the class. Memory allocation for the variables happens only once when the class is located in the memory. Then comes the data types. What are data types? The type of data assigned to the variable is known as data types. The data types specify the different sizes and values that can be stored in a variable. There are two types of data types, as you can see in the picture: primitive data type and non-primitive data type. In primitive data type, it is divided into two things: Boolean and numeric. Numeric is again divided into two types: numeric and integral. Integral and character. And integer is divided into byte, short, int, long, but character is char. This is the names which we will use while coding in Java. Integral is of two types: integer and floating point. Floating point is of two types: float and double. Then we comes to non-primitive data type. What are non-primitive data type? Like strings, classes, interfaces, arrays. These are non-primitive data type. Then we come to what are the literals in Java. Literals in Java means how we are going to declare the integer type of data, how we are going to declare floating point data, how we are going to declare character data, how we are going to string data. In integral part, literal, in integer we used to declare three types: decimal, octal, and hexadecimal. In decimal it is declared like this: int x equals to 101. In octal, int x equals to 0146. In hexadecimal, int x equals to 0x123 face. But in binary, it is declared as 0111, like this, 0 and 1 form. In floating point, it is declared as 0.24 something or 2.53 something. In point decimal. Character literal, remember that when you are declaring character, always remember that it should be within the single quote, that is character ch equals to a. Then comes the string literal. What is string literal? String literal are the sequence of character with double quote. Okay, like example, string s equals to hello, which is within the double quote. Remember, in character declaration there will be only a single quote, but in string declaration there will be a double quote. What is Boolean literal? Allow only two values, that is true and false. In Boolean data type, it allows only two types, that is true or false. Then we have different types of data type, that is character data type, what is float data type, that is long data type, and many more. Okay. Next, arrays in Java. What is array in Java? Arrays are used to store. Before going to this arrays, I want to tell you about different types of operators. By studying the operator, you can be able to understand the array better. Okay. In our next class, we will first discuss about the operators, then we will come back to arrays, and then we'll go to different types of non-primitive data types. Okay. Thank you.